Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer.
Hello,
right.
Boring Review Nation.
Kind of pointless.
We know all things.
All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews for a second video today. And today I am checking out solo, this time a video that I'm surprised I have not checked out yet. I've checked out What is the AFL from the AFL channel. I've checked out some highlights, some players, best moments, marks, all that kind of stuff. Even some highlights from the final that happened recently. If you're an AFL fan, if you're an Aussie rules fan, and you didn't know that my channel existed or I reacted to those videos, go ahead and check it out. I'm pretty sure I have a playlist all for AFL on this channel. I'm surprised I haven't checked this video out yet. And this is the Ninh Explains the Rules of Australian Rules Football. And the Rules of Australian Rules. And I'm surprised I didn't check this out because we love Ninh Explains on this channel. We've reacted to several of his videos. And whether he knows about us or not, he's been very generous in letting us react to it and having no problems there. So we love that. And I'm surprised I haven't seen this yet. It's a 4-minute video. I think the AFL one was 5 minutes. And even though I've gone, I think 8 videos now in the AFL, I still am like a babe. I'm still a pup. I'm still learning. And so I'm surprised I haven't gotten to this yet. And if you've requested it, thank you so much. I don't have your name right here because I can't remember if anyone has. I'm sure someone has. But if you did, I didn't get to it before because I thought I already did it, which I didn't. But this is going to be great for me because it's going to give me a chance to sharpen my skills, so to speak, as far as the rules of Aussie rules. And I promise I'm going to get to some matches. I'm going to check it out eventually when the season starts again. But I still am in that learning phase. So I'm going to go ahead and check this out. If you don't know about Ninh Explains, this guy, his team over there, they give the rules on just about every sport you can think of. Whenever we hear about a new sport that we're not familiar with, we check out his website. Sure enough, he has a video on it. So go ahead and check out his videos. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet if you love sports like me and you want to learn about different things. And if you don't know about baseball or NFL, NHL, big sports, NBA that I watch here in the States, he's got some videos on that, I'm sure. I'm going to go ahead and check this out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my video, reacting to this video. And with all that being said, let's check it out.
Ninh Explains the rules of Australian rules football. Australian rules football, more commonly known as Aussie rules football, is a game played with 2 teams of 22, with 18 players from each team taking to the field at any one time. The game is played on an oval field that's generally a maximum of 185 metres by 155 metres. This is by far one of the largest fields of any team sports, and players have to be extremely fit
way bigger
in order
than
to cover this much ground.
NFL.
These are the goal squares, the centre square and centre circle, and there are 2 50-metre lines arched around the goalposts at each end of the field. Pay attention now, as these lines are important.
Okay.
The game starts with a ball up in the centre square. The object of the game is for your team to score more overall points than the opposing team. To score, a player must try and kick the ball through the middle 2 posts. If you successfully kick the ball through the middle 2 posts, this is a goal and is worth 6 points.
Female referee,
If
love
you
it.
hit one of the goalposts, if the ball is deflected by another player through the goalposts, or if you kick it between a long goalpost and a short behind post, this is known as a behind, and this only scores 1 point.
Oh wow, even if they catch
The game
it,
is
it goes
played
through.
in 4 20-minute quarters for a combined playing time of 80 minutes. So the team with the highest amount of points from goals and behinds at the end of time wins. Kicking the ball through a couple of goalposts for 80 minutes, that sounds dead easy. Well, not so much. Standing in your way are 18 members of the opposing team who are trying to take the ball away from you so that they can score themselves. They are allowed to block kicks, intercept the ball, push you off the field, or tackle you by grabbing you below the shoulders and pulling you to the floor.
Yes.
If they do tackle you, they are awarded a free kick from the spot of the tackle.
Okay, I didn't know
To move the ball
that.
up the field, you have to be quick
Nice
and you have
catch.
to dispose of the ball before an opponent tackles you. You can move the ball by kicking it in any direction, running with it so long as you bounce it on the floor over 15 metres, or handballing the ball where you strike the ball with clenched fist to a teammate. Throwing the ball is absolutely not allowed in Australian rules football, and your opponent will be awarded a free kick if you do. That doesn't sound so easy anymore. Is there any other way of moving the ball up the field? Yes, there is. The saving grace for your team is called the mark. If you kick the ball in the air 15 metres or more, and a teammate catches it without the ball bouncing on the ground, this is known as a mark or marking the ball. The player is then awarded a free kick from that spot and cannot be touched by an opponent for 10 seconds.
Oh, so if you get the
If a
mark,
is
you get a
made
free
within the
kick.
team's forward 50 arc, you are awarded 30 seconds to take your free kick. If 10 or 30 seconds has expired without you making the kick, the umpire will call play on, and the opponents are free to try and take the ball off you.
Oh, that'd be
The
exciting.
game is a back and forth affair full of marks, handballs, runs, goals, behinds and free kicks. But there's a few other things that you'll need to understand before playing or going to a game. For example, specky. This is Australian slang for spectacular mark. You're not allowed to push anyone in the back, but if there's a marking contest and an opponent is standing in your way, you are allowed to use his back for leverage to try and catch the ball for a mark. This can result in gravity-defying plays for the ball.
Those are so crazy.
Interchange. A team is allowed
Specky.
to interchange up to 3 players per game. Very similar to football, the players must wait in the interchange area and players must enter or exit at the designated areas. The maximum number of interchanges is 120. There is also 1 substitute in case of injury. 50-meter penalty. If you're stupid enough to commit any of these infractions, the umpire will award a 50-meter penalty against you and
That's
the
a
other
lot.
team will gain possession from the spot where the umpire has marked 50 meters. This is a huge disadvantage as games can be lost from kicks resulting in penalties. Kicks after the siren. If a player marks the ball and the siren goes off to signify the end of time, the game doesn't end there. You are allowed to take the kick. Any points scored from this kick counts. Games have been won, or in St Kilda's case, lost from a kick after the final siren.
Just the one.
To the uninitiated, Aussie rules football
Nice.
seems very complicated, but once you understand the rules, it becomes a great sport to watch. If you have found this video at all helpful, please like, share with your friends, rate, comment and subscribe. It takes me ages to make one of these things, and good karma is always appreciated. Aussie rules football is fast, high scoring and hard hitting. What's there not to love?
I love that guy's voice. I mean, I can listen to this guy all day. And I love what he says because he's right. If you believe in good karma, it takes me ages to make these things. Go ahead and like and subscribe. And that's why I always say, guys, check out his channel. I've subscribed to it. Let me give you a like right here. I mean, this guy, he's fantastic. And that video is fan. I do feel like I learned a little bit there. I really do. I feel like I learned just a little bit more. Specky. All right? So I was calling the speckies, I was calling those marks before, and someone said, no, it's just a mark. So I'm guessing a specky is a type of mark. Do the true fans use that phrase a lot, specky? That's my first question. And I love asking questions because, you know, the AFL fans that watch these videos, they actually respond to my questions. So thank you so much for that. And not to say my other audience doesn't respond to the questions, but you guys are on it, like, usually within an hour after posting. So thank you so much for that. Man, so if you are there as a defender and you go up and you try to stop it when someone kicks it, but it gets through your fingers and goes, it's only worth 1 point. I would do that all day long. I would sit. I don't think do they have goal? Are there goalies in this sport? I don't think there is. Maybe there is because that would make a lot of sense. I'm going to sit there and try to at least get my hand on it. If I get like a deflection on it, like if you kick it, I get deflection on it, but I don't get my hands on it, it goes through, does it still only count as 1 point? Because that would be huge. Obviously, you see a lot of those where the posts are so high, where they kick it so high so someone can't get it. But that's my second question. If they get a hand on it, the goal, okay, second question, is there a goalie? Third question, they get a hand on it and it goes through, is that worth 1 point or is that still worth the 6 points? Man, this sport is, I'm sorry, I was hooked from the first minute. This sport is exciting. And I can't wait to check it out. Cannot wait to check out this sport and see it live when it's happening. I know there's highlights. I've watched some highlights, this or that. But I'm excited to check this out live and see what it's all about. They can push a guy out of bounds. That's hilarious. Those penalties. Let's look at all those penalties there. I'm not going to read them all, but man, there was a long list of penalties. And this guy is hilarious. If you're dumb enough. If you're dumb enough to do that. Man, that's harsh. Arguing with, disputing a decision, or using abusive language toward an umpire. There you go, Gabe. Another person on this channel, and all the channels we have for that matter. There you go, Gabe. Umpire. You see that? Umpire. They are protected in Aussie rules. Scragging. Scragging. I don't think I know what that word means. Scragging the player who has taken a mark. That is to tackle the player or impede him from taking the kick. Okay. That makes sense. The 10 seconds or 30 seconds. Running over the mark. The man standing on the mark cannot move forward. Failing to return the ball quickly or on the full to a player who has been awarded a free kick. So you're going to be a little butthead about it and not give it to. I'm not going to read all these, but running through the mark after a free kick resulting from an interchange infringement. That's okay. So I think he called it interchange when you're subbing players. He first said 3 players, but they said 120 interchanges. So I'm assuming what he's saying is you can no more than 3 players at a time can be subbed in, but you can have 120 different changes throughout the match, throughout the game. That's a lot. And I get it. You get exhausted out there. And he said 22 players, 18 on the field. So that means you only have 4 in reserve? Or do you have much more than... I got a lot of questions for you. Thank you so much. I promise I am learning. With your answers to the questions, that's how I learn the most, believe it or not, more than the video. But I love reacting to stuff. So those are my thoughts. That's my reaction. Those are my questions, my laundry list of questions for anyone who is gracious enough to answer those questions. Just worry about answering one at a time unless you want to give me the full Monty. Well, don't give me the full Monty, but you know what I mean. The full list. Then God bless you 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for checking this out. Don't forget to check out my other videos on AFL. Sometimes I got Chris or Gabe on those. Sometimes by myself. And until next time. Oh, and don't forget to get those requests in, too, for some AFL videos you got for me to help me learn and get on my journey. Until next time, adios.